Hello people, here are my Viper setups and post-plant lineups for 3 B sites in Valorant. The 3 B sites that I would be covering would be Fracture, Ascent, and Icebox. The other maps I'll probably end up covering in another video. I would also want to thank everyone for helping me reach over 100 subscribers. Thank you so much for the support of my very small channel. And for those of you who aren't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this in the future. Drop something in the comments, maybe a video that I should do next. But that's enough for the introduction, let's start the video. Let's start this off with Fracture B site. So once the round begins, you want to make sure you clear this area over here because there are people who do like to do an aggressive peek in this area over here. If you've already cleared that area, you want to go to the center of this box right here, and you're gonna take out your Viper wall. While doing this wall, the only thing you want to pay attention to is that the wall is able to hit tower over here, so that people pushing from arcade can get in quite safely. This will smoke off most of site, allowing you to enter, and it also smokes off tower over here, so people entering arcade would be able to get into site safely. So after you did that, you want to go over to this corner right over here, like this. For your poison orb, there are 2 ways to do this lineup. First would be to pay attention to this line over here. You're going to trace it up until it's at like the bottom part of this leaf right here, so it's going to be like right over there. The other way is to use this hotbar line. You want to put the hotbar line right there on that screw nail thingy right there, like that. So once you have those 2 lined up, you want to take out your poison orb and you want to do a jumping throw like this. We're gonna follow this, and it's going to land right there at the entrance of this side of tower. So if you're going to put the 2 of them together, it's gonna look like this. This side of tower is smoked off, this angle over here is smoked off. People here won't be able to see into the site, and even the back of tower will be smoked off, so people who will be pushing from arcade will not have such a hard time doing so. And of course, the Viper setup won't be complete without a post-plant lineup. Okay, so the post-plant lineup for default plant that I like to use, it's not my own, I saw it somewhere else. You want to stand right here on this wall right over here, right by arcade. From here, you want to look up to these leaves over here. You want to put your crosshair right below this leaf right here, the tip of that leaf, it's fairly obvious. Then you want to move it to the left where it's aligned with this big leaf right here. So it's gonna look like this. You're gonna aim right there. You're gonna take out your poison. You're gonna fire it. You're gonna run over to the spike. It's gonna land right there on the dice, and it's gonna stop anybody from defusing the spike. Next up, we have the setup for Ascent. So right before the round begins, you want to make your way to this plant right here. You're gonna stand at this corner over here. You're gonna take out your wall and you're going to align it the way I align it on my minimap. Make sure it covers like the front of market, like that. Once you've done that, you want to make your way to this gate over here. You're going to stand at the middle of this middle bar right here. So you have 1, 2, 3, this middle bar. You're gonna stand against it like this. From the middle bar, you're going to look up, and then there's these roof tile thingies over here, up here. You're going to want to aim at the middle of those 2, and you're going to throw your orb. If we're gonna follow this orb, it's going to land right there. So if you're gonna go into site with this execute, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna be able to smoke off market, back site, and that angle that other enemies like to hold. Oh yeah, and here's a bonus lineup. If you stay at the middle bar over here, and then take out your poison, what you want to do is you want to align that mouse button icon above your poison ability to the 2 corners of this white thingy over here and this bar of the gate. So it's gonna look like that. And if you fire this up, we're gonna follow it real quick. It's gonna end up landing right there. If you combine that with the poison orb, that's gonna be really difficult to deal with. And lastly, we'll cover the post-plant lineup. So once the spike is planted, you want to run all the way back here to this little shed over here. Stand at the corner. From this shed, you're going to pay attention to this pipe over here. You want to align the top tip of your poison cloud icon thingy right on that pipe that I specified. And then you're just gonna fire up the molly. While you follow it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this, and also check out my Twitch, it's really nice. And it's gonna land right there on default plant. The next map that we have is Icebox. So once the round starts, you want to go over to this first light over here, nearest to that area, that's where you're gonna stand against. And then your goal is to smoke off snowman, so you want to put your wall like in this area. So you're gonna fire up your wall like this. And if we're gonna activate this wall, it's going to be able to cover all of snowman, all of this area, and this angle of heaven over here. The only thing you have to worry about is right here, but I don't think that'll be too much of a problem. There isn't exactly a good poison orb lineup in B side of Icebox, so what I'd recommend is you just place the poison orb right there, where the spike is probably going to be planted. And lastly, for the post-plant lineup, so what you're going to want to do is, there's the spike, you want to run all the way to this corner right over here. From this corner, you're going to take out your poison and you're going to look up right there. If you're going to look at my hotbar line, I align it to this white spot of that crate, but it's really hard to remember. So I'd rather just remember where the crosshair is. So the crosshair is going to be right there where a triangle from this light and this star would be drawn. So it would be a triangle by doing this. So that's the spot. You're going to fire it up. We're going to go over to the spike. And it's going to land perfectly right there. Combine that with the poison orb and nobody can defuse this spike. So those are the 3 setups that I have for this video. If you ended up enjoying, don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And for those of you who are still here, I made a Twitch channel, go check it out, twitch.tv/JhaerMacButter. In that channel, I play Valorant, but not only that, I also play other games with my friends like Sea of Thieves, Rocket League, Phasmophobia, and many other games that I'm planning to play. If you have any questions for me, or you want to talk to me, or you just want to have a good time, go check out my Twitch. I usually stream on the weekends, but I also stream on the weekdays at times. It really depends on my mood. Once again, I would like to thank everybody who helped me to make it to over 100 subscribers by the start of this year. And to all of those who still aren't subscribed, consider subscribing to the channel. Our goal is to hit 200 subscribers before June. I also have a Discord server, so if you guys have any tips or tricks that you would want to put in that Discord server, go ahead. I'm gonna put them in some of my videos, and I'll obviously give you proper credits for them. So anyways, that's about it. Thank you guys for watching the video, and yeah, okay. Bye-bye.